Hello everyone! October is nearly here and it's bringing us a huge amount of new cozy game releases. There are over 40 in my list today. Naturally, I have a few autumnal spooky twists in here, but I promise nothing is going to give you nightmares. I'd love to know which games you're most excited for in the comments, so let me know. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, but let's jump into this cozy and slightly spooky lineup. October marks the start of spooky season, and what better way to kick things off than with Love Ghostie. This one is already available on PC and I have tried and tested it on the Steam Deck and I can confirm it runs great. But on October 1st it is officially launching on the Nintendo Switch. In this one, you play as an adorable ghost living in a manor surrounded by singletons in need of a matchmaking hand. As a resident ghost matchmaker, your job is to guide 12 different characters into finding love. And that means that there is a lot of potential romantic combinations here. To help love bloom, you'll give gifts, set up dates, and even play mini games to boost the connections. What makes Love Ghostie great is its charm. It isn't a complex management sim, but it's simple, heartwarming, and just an adorable experience. It's a wonderful game to cuddle up with at this time of year. It's got a little bit of a spooky twist to it, and there is so many combinations you'll just want to keep returning again and again. Love Ghostie is priced at $19.99 US, which is £16.75 Great British pounds, and there is a little bit of a pre-order discount currently available on the eShop if you are wanting to pick it up. If you were to create a murder mystery game for the autumnal season, what would you call it? Cassie Noir and the Carved Pumpkins Latte, of course. This is a point-and-click murder mystery come visual novel, and here you will follow Cassie Noir, an immortal detective who was invited to a Halloween party at a gothic hotel. However, things go very wrong when one of the guests is murdered. As you put on your detective hat, you'll be required to collect evidence, interrogate suspects, and figure out what exactly happened. Obviously, this is a murder mystery game, so do expect some depiction of murder, and there is also some mature content within this game, so just be a little mindful of that. This one will also be available from October 1st, and you will find it on Steam. Another spooky themed game also releasing on October 1st is the Hallowed Garden. This is a simple little farming game where you play as a little ghostie who is trying to grow all the pumpkins ready for the Halloween festival. As you get to grips with the farming, you will be able to unlock new pumpkin patches, equipment, and even more story. There are 40 different jack-o'-lanterns to discover, and I'm not sure I've ever seen a ghost farmer on a skateboard, but you have one at your disposal and you'll be able to use it to get around the farm a little bit faster. If you are more of a cute Halloween fan than a scary one, this one will be an adorable way to get you into the spirit of the season. Sometimes nothing beats an old classic card game, and in Flick Solitaire not only do you get to enjoy playing your cards that you love, but you also get to help support indie artists. On October 1st, Flick Solitaire will be coming into early access, and it will feature the best card games such as Patience, Pyramid, and Spider. As this one is in early access, there is going to be a lot more to come, including things such as new game modes. There is also a mobile version of this game, but the developers have said that they have built this game all over again from the ground up. Although there are a lot of changes from the mobile version, you will also find that this game will be free, but there are some in-game purchases if you do want to support the developers and artists. So maybe if you just have that urge to play a chill card game and nothing too overly complicated, maybe this one will be for you. Another month and another Sims 4 expansion. This time it is the Adventure Awaits pack, and this one turns a spotlight on the outdoors. Within this pack, you will discover a brand new world, Gibby Point, which is full of forest trails, geysers, a boardwalk area, and there is even glowing jellyfish. This pack introduced Getaways, a curated style of trip where you can tailor it to your Sim's needs, including durations, rules, and activities. Adventure Awaits also turns a spotlight on children, giving them some brand new things, including imaginary friends, new activities like archery and papercraft, and a range of modular playgrounds to build and explore with. On the career side, there is a new park worker path, letting Sims take on roles such as park ranger or camp counselor. There is also a bunch of other things as well that you'll be able to explore, but as a bonus, if you purchase a pack before November 13th, you'll unlock 3 cozy digital items as an incentive. If you are a Sims fan, what are you thinking about this one? Are you going to be grabbing it on day one, or are you going to be waiting for a discount? Up next is something truly unique, which has been crafted with the magic of stop motion animation. Ealu is a charming puzzle game where you guide a clockwork mouse through a sprawling maze in hopes of reaching the outside world. As you journey deeper, you encounter locked doors, dangerous obstacles, and hidden clues, but it's not all peril. There is cheese to be found along the way too. Ealu is on the shorter side. It offers about 2 to 5 hours of gameplay, making it a perfect game to play on an evening, maybe over 1 or 2 sittings. The game launches on October 2nd on PC, so puzzle fans and stop motion enthusiasts alike might want to keep an eye out for this little gem. Fast forward onto October 6th, and here is the early access for My Card is Better Than Your Card. On the surface, it is a roguelike deck builder, but the bright, vibrant style and clever twists within this game really do set it apart and definitely make it more appealing to me. To build the ultimate deck, you will collect stickers and use them to create your own custom cards. With so many different effects to try, every deck can shift your playstyle and strategy. Once you've selected your deck, it's time to head to the battlefield for a tug of war of coolest, where only the best combinations will win. And don't forget to trigger those fever multipliers to really help boost those points. If the battle leaves you drained, the game offers plenty of cozy downtime. You can go on treasure hunts, try your luck at a claw machine, hang out with friends, or chase after the elusive shiny sticker in the vending machine. I'll admit, I'm not normally a huge fan of deck builders or really card games like this in general, but this one might win me over. Who can resist all of those colors and stickers? You'll be able to find My Card is Better Than Your Card on Steam via PC. The studio have also said that they are working on Steam Deck compatibility, and they can't make any promises on a Switch release, but they have said they might try and make it happen, so watch this space for that. On October 7th, Little Rocket Lab opens its doors for the very first time. In this charming factory builder, you play as Morgan the engineer, who dreams of building her very own rocket ship. To get things off the ground, you'll help Morgan research and construct everything she needs, from drills and cranes to miles of conveyor belts. Before long, your workshop will be buzzing with activity, complete with fancy robots to lend a hand and also help solve some tricky problems. But this isn't all about machinery. Outside of the factory walls, you'll be able to meet and befriend the locals as you uncover the heartwarming story of Morgan and her dream to become an engineer. My husband is currently obsessed with Satisfactory, and this game feels like a cuter take on this factory building genre. I think this one is definitely more at my level. Little Rocket Lab will be available on PC via Steam, and yes, it is Steam Deck verified too. If you're looking for a little company whilst you work or study, then Comfy Girl, a lo-fi companion, will be something for you. Similar to the game Spirit City Lo-Fi Beats, this game provides you with some wonderful lo-fi tunes to enjoy. However, this one appears to have more of an emphasis on collecting cute pets and decorating your virtual space. There is also a special story mode with mini games as well, which is something a little bit different. The most adorable thing is that you'll get to spend time with your grandma and your best friend too. There are lots of customization options here, from choosing your perfect pets, and there are even some rare ones too. You can also dress up your character to match your mood. This one will be available on the 8th of October on PC via Steam. If you like playing hidden object games or hidden cat object games on consoles, that is very strangely specific. I'm not sure why I wrote it in that fashion, but if that is you, then you will be happy to hear that the very well received Cats and Seek Kyoto will be making its way to consoles this month. On the 8th of October, it will be arriving on Xbox, and on the 9th, it will be coming to Switch and PlayStation. I won't dive into this one too much because it's pretty self-explanatory. You just find cats in a variety of scenes which all symbolize Kyoto. A lot of people enjoy these as a way to relax, so maybe this one will be next on your list. Also on October 8th is another one for cat fans. This is Curiosity, and this is a 3D platformer where you play as a cat who is on their way back home, but there are a few objects that are in your way. You'll have to follow the sometimes perilous path by jumping and climbing, but be very careful as falling can hold you back a little. But don't worry too much though, as cats have 9 lives, so you will have plenty of chances to make it to the other side. This one seems like it does get kind of difficult quite quickly. Some of the different scenes do look a little bit daunting, but if you are a platformer, then maybe this one will be something that is right up your alley. This one will be available on PC. Another 3D platform game that you may be excited for is Yooka-Replaylee, and I love the style of this game. It really does bring me back to my childhood, and I'm getting all nostalgic for Spyro and Crash Bandicoot now. But anyway, this is a remastered version of the original Yooka-Laylee from all the way back in 2017, and if you're thinking it looks familiar, that might be why. If you're brand new to the game, you follow Yooka and Laylee on some wild adventures, all the while collecting as much treasure as you possibly can. If you did play the original, there is a whole bunch of new features and new content to explore. This game is definitely a bit on the higher energy side of things, so if you're looking for a relaxing game, maybe this might not be the one, but I'm sure a few of you will enjoy it, and sometimes it's good to mix it up a little bit. This one will be available on the Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. I would definitely recommend that you do your research before jumping straight into it on the Switch though, as it looks like it's only running on 30 FPS at the moment. Next is another Switch release. On the 9th of this month, Lapin will finally be released onto the Switch. It has already been out on PC for quite a few years now, and it is playable on the Steam Deck if you are interested. The game itself is a 2D precision platformer, which may be a turn off for quite a few of you, because if you're like me and most platformers send you into a fit of rage, that definitely isn't all that cozy. But Lapin does have some adorable bunny rabbits, so that might help calm you down. The graphics on the whole are wonderful, and I really do love the backdrops. Why did it have to be a platformer? I hope some of you can enjoy this one for me. The next game is by Sweet Carole, and you mustn't let the sweet Disney style animation fool you. This is definitely on the spookier side of cozy games, and I was half on the fence about including it in here, but I think as long as you know what you're getting into when you go into it, this one should be okay, but it might not be for everyone. This game tells the chilling story of the Bunny Hall Orphanage, and you play as the young Lana Benton, who is on the hunt to locate her best friend. You will enter into the very dark world, encounter a plethora of different cast members. To conquer challenges, you will also be able to shapeshift into a rabbit. As I say, this one is definitely on the darker side, but it has got a really nice animation style to it, and I don't think it's going to be jump out of your skin horror. It's just going to be a little bit chilling. By Sweet Carole is available on PlayStation, Switch, Xbox, and PC from the 9th of October, just in time for Halloween. Something very different to the last game is Snoopy and the Great Mystery Club. If Snoopy was one of your favorite shows growing up, you'll be very happy to know that the gang are back in this brand new game. All of your favorite characters are returning, and they need your help to solve a fresh mystery-filled adventure. You must choose your gang wisely, as each member has their own unique ability that will help you explore the town and crack the tricky puzzles. Snoopy also gets to show off his many personas, from detective to pirate, and there is even a Beagle Scout too. But this is not all about sleuthing and problem solving. There is plenty of time to relax too, as you can enjoy a variety of mini games, including football, object hunts, piano playing, and even a soapbox House Derby, which actually sounds like a lot of fun. Expect a heartwarming story filled with the charm and classic Peanuts humor. Snoopy and the Great Mystery Club launches on PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox on October 10th. At number 15, we have a satisfying game that will appeal to those that enjoy games such as A Little to the Left and cleaning games. In Undusted Letters from the Past, you play as Adora, who has returned home after her mother's passing, and one of your tasks is to help clean the neglected and dirty household objects. As you sweep away the dirt, you will learn the backstory behind the various items. The art style of this game is absolutely charming, and the graphics combined with the wonderful heartfelt story and satisfying gameplay means this game looks like it's going to be one that is a good, relaxing experience. Undusted Letters from the Past will be dropping on PC via Steam on the 13th, and on the 16th it will be coming to the Nintendo Switch. October 16th is a big day for Pokemon fans as finally Pokemon Legends ZA will be releasing. I already have my pre-order made and I'm a little apprehensive about this one as it does seem quite ambitious. I really love the battle system in Arceus and I'm really hoping this latest installment improves on the potential that was within that game. This game is set in Lumio City, and the ethos of this new city is all about allowing Pokemon and people to coexist in harmony, which I really love the sound of. There are going to be some returning favorite features, and the starter Pokemon are also returning. We have Chikorita, Tipig, and Totodile. I am so ready for this game's release, and from what I've seen so far of the early gameplay, it does look promising, so bring it on. In contrast to the Pokemon game, Faire Trade will also be released into early access on October 16th. As you have probably guessed from the title, this one is a shop management game, but with a strong fantasy medieval theme to it. Your shop has the potential to be in the center of the village, and to help it thrive, you will have to stock the shelves with mystical things, including homegrown produce. And if you really want to get stuck in with running everything yourself, then you can craft your own stock at the various workstations and manage your very own farm, growing all the fruit and veg you can think of. Ensuring your local customers are happy is important, and be sure to stock everything they need. The more the word spreads, the more eccentric travelers will turn up at your door, and the locals you'll be able to befriend. The expansion potential seems endless here, and there is lots of opportunity for decorating and creating the perfect shop. Faire Trade will be available on Steam. Kokoro Kitchen is a game I've been keeping my eyes peeled for, and honestly, I keep saying this every month, but where are all the good cooking games? I really hope this one doesn't disappoint. In this cozy cooking adventure, you'll take over the rundown Japanese restaurant where your customers are none other than spirits. Before you can start serving them though, you'll need to roll up your sleeves and get to work, growing crops in your garden, taking care of animals, and preparing your menu, because everything in this game is truly farm to table. Some ingredients take a little longer to make, and that's where the mini games come in. You'll be able to dry tea leaves to create matcha powder, ferment soybeans to make soy sauce, and uncover even more ingredients through hands-on crafting. Once everything's ready, you can choose your menu and start serving your meals. As you gain experience and earn money, you'll be able to expand your menu and invest in upgrades for your restaurant. Along the way, you'll also get to know the different spirits who visit, each with their own unique personalities. This game does look a little bit like Lemon Cake, and I did enjoy that, but it does sound like it has a lot more to it, and obviously it's very different theming. I think just the overall general vibes of it definitely reminded me of that game. Kokoro Kitchen releases on Steam on October 17th. The demo for this one is still live, but be quick if you want to give it a try before it disappears. Up next, we have a game from Double Fine Productions, and this is Keeper. And this one is a slightly surreal adventure that invites players to watch an abandoned lighthouse come to life. Along the way, you'll befriend a spirited seabird and embark on a mystical journey filled with unexpected surprises. The story of this game is told entirely without words, and Keeper will fully immerse you into its beautifully crafted world. If you are a fan of the peculiar and eager to explore into the unknown, Keeper will be available on PC and Xbox starting on October 17th. Another slightly surreal game releasing on October 17th is Away From Home. This is a pixel art RPG which has a strong rhythm-based twist to it. You'll play as Abby, and alongside your brother, you'll step into a mysterious new world where the choices you make can shape everything around you, even sparking conflicts. It is up to you to decide whether or not the world will rot or whether it will be saved. Battles take place in a dynamic third-person view where timing is everything. Each move depends on hitting the right key in rhythm with the beat, something I am not very good at, but you can collect action points which allow you to unleash special attacks. Enemies also have unique abilities, and you'll meet a cast of intriguing and unusual characters along the way. Since rhythm is at the heart of this adventure, make sure you play with the sound turned up, as Away From Home features its very own original soundtrack. Away From Home will be available on PC via Steam. Up next is another game that I've had my eye on for a while. This is Isla, a Frosty Glide. Here you play as a spirited young witch who has lost her beloved cat Coco. A witch cannot be with her cat, so you must glide around the world using your magic escape room to explore the world and of course bring Coco home. This game is mainly about movement, and you'll be able to improve your flying skills with upgrades that allow you to reach new heights. The island also has a rich lore, and you will discover the history of the island through the secrets and forgotten stories you find along the way. There is also a witchy customization that will allow you to pick a variety of different hats, outfits, and escape rooms to make that perfect look. This game also does have its own original soundtrack that will help you relax, but it also shows your progress as each track grows alongside with your journey, which is a really nice, thoughtful touch. You'll be able to enjoy this game on Xbox, Switch, PlayStation, and PC via Steam. This is the second time I'm going to mention my husband. This is kind of a recommendation from him, as he absolutely loved the Jurassic World Evolution series, and if you are a fan of good old Roller Coaster Tycoon, then you may like this series as well. Obviously, there are a lot of dinosaurs, so if that's not your thing, you may want to skip this, but I do love a good management game, and this one does look like it has seriously stepped up its game yet again with brand new features, including super detailed creative tools. The game also has a new campaign mode which spans across the whole world, and there are special locations such as Japan and the Montana Badlands. Dinosaurs are obviously a big part of this game, and there are over 80 prehistoric species. The majority of these you will be able to manage, breed, and look after across the generations. Baby dinosaurs, that's cute. As with any management game, be careful how you plan out your park and keep everything running smoothly, as you don't want any dinosaurs on the loose. Jurassic World Evolution 3 is releasing on the 21st of October. It'll be coming to PlayStation, PC, and also the Xbox. If you're not a fan of beetles, look away now, just for a few seconds. This is Isopod, a webbed spin-off, and here you play as a pillbug exploring in the Australian bush. You'll be able to roll, zip, and slam your way through different environments and meet fellow bugs along the way. Isopods also come with different shells to choose from. Who said bugs can't be fashionable? If you're looking for a fun exploration game that doesn't take itself too seriously, this one could be a nice change of pace for you. Isopod is also releasing on the 21st of October, and it will be available on PC. Also dropping on the same day is Galleria. This one is coming to PC, and this is an idle game that will allow you to run your very own art gallery whilst you do your other tasks. In the Gacha discovery system, you'll be able to find a variety of different artists, from common to legendary. Aside from the artists, there are also plenty of different pieces of artwork and also visitor types to keep you busy. You can also customize your gallery space to decorate it to your preferred taste. Games like this do help boring tasks go a little bit quicker, as you can just leave them at the bottom of your screen and relax. Back into the Halloween theme, and this game is Spooky Express. In this adorable Halloween themed puzzle game, you will have to think quickly, as it is your job to plan out the train tracks to transport passengers in Transylvania. You will have to get to know the different monsters and humans to know their final destination is. Vampires must be delivered to their coffins and zombies to their graves. Transylvania has sights to see, so be sure to take in the surroundings of the pumpkin patches and also the morbid manor. There will also be some surprises, so keep your eyes peeled. Although this game has a spookier edge to the graphics, it is also still really cutesy, which I adore. You'll be able to try Spooky Express for yourself from the 21st of October on Steam. I have not yet tried the game Moonlighter, but it does have very good reviews on Steam, and from what I've seen so far of this sequel, Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault, it looks a lot more polished and the graphics have definitely had an upgrade. This is an RPG where you play as a fearless adventurer come craft merchant. The game does have some roguelike elements, so do expect a little bit of action, but the game starts as you find yourself stranded in a distant village and it's time to rebuild. To help turn the village shop into something special, you will have to explore the dangerous dungeons, gather relics, upgrade and unlock new items. After returning from your adventures, you will then have to run your shop. The shop has more features than the original and you'll be able to haggle for deals, decorate, manage events and much more. Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault will be entering early access on the 23rd. Everyone went through a period of time where they were addicted to Plants vs. Zombies, right? While this game is making a comeback in Plants vs. Zombies Replanted, this game is definitely not the most cozy, but I did sink a whole bunch of hours into it. The developers have brought back the original battle, but it has new content and it is better than ever. Here you'll be able to team up with friends in co-op or battle head-to-head in the local PvP mode. There are also new challenges such as Cloudy Day mode and Hardcore mode. The latter definitely does not sound cozy. If you want to enjoy a bit of chaos this October, you'll be able to pick this one up on PC, Switch, Switch 2, PlayStation and Xbox. The price for PC is showing as $19.99 in US dollars. If atmospheric games are more for you, then check out Bajka. Here, players enter the dream world of animals and can explore within their dream state. The type of journey and where you end up is totally up to you, and along the way there will be different animals to meet and you will get to see a glimpse into their peculiar dreams. This one is also releasing on the 23rd of October, and again, you'll find it on Steam. Pixel games are always a favourite of mine, so I'm quite intrigued by this next game. This is Fading Serenades, and this is a story narrative game set in a futuristic world where you're in search of a quieter life, but not everything is happy here as traditions are slowly disappearing. You will be able to explore the island with your backpack, delivering parcels to the residents. The inhabitants will slowly open up to you and you'll get to know more about them and the story surrounding the island. If you are lucky, they may even return a favour or two for you as well. To get around, you will not only have to run, but you'll be required to climb, jump and balance over the rivers. Be careful though, as the heavier your backpack gets, the harder it will be to get around. You'll be able to experience this one also, you guessed it, on October 23rd. House Flipper is one of those games that loves to give new DLC, and on the 23rd of October, the new Scooby-Doo DLC will be dropping just in time for the Halloween season. Filled with Halloween Easter eggs and nods to the cartoon. If you were a fan of Halloween and also Scooby-Doo, you're going to want to give this one a try. October 23rd, as you've guessed it, is a very busy day, and another game launching on this date is the indie RPG Dreamed Away. This one is a story-driven action-adventure game with a little touch of horror. In this immersive story, you play as a boy called Theo who is lost in a mysterious dark world, and you will have to make choices to battle against the darkness, all the while searching for your sister. There is a unique combat system here which consists of fast-paced minigames which breaks from your standard RPG mechanics. Dreamed Away will be coming to Steam, the Nintendo Switch and Xbox. It also has been confirmed as working on the Steam Deck, which is good news. This next game may be the most fall-themed game on this entire list because what screams autumn more than falling leaves? In Leave It Alone, it is your job to help clean up the fallen leaves covering the neighborhood. Choose your tool, whether it be a rake, your hands, or a leaf blower, and get stuck in. If the game is going a little bit slow, be sure to upgrade to help speed things up. In your journal, you will also find a progress page filled with objectives. If satisfying games are for you and you want something to give you that cozy autumnal feel, you can try this one again from October 23rd. The team have also just announced that the game will have full gamepad support and be fully optimized for the Steam Deck. Sometimes we all just need a little satire and humor in our lives, and A Walk of Life has that in abundance. Coming to early access on October 24th, this chaotic life simulator will have you scrambling to find a job, pay your rent, and stay on top of your personal hygiene. But if those aren't challenges enough, life will be throwing plenty of curveballs your way. The real question is, how long can you survive? It is not all chaos though, as you'll have your very own apartment to retreat to, where you can relax and unleash your inner designer with the decorating tools. Honestly, I think if you're not having a good day, try this game and suddenly you might feel a whole lot better about things. Also on October 24th, the Witchy Academy management game, Whimel Academy, will be leaving early access. In this slice of life management game, you are able to control the life of a student who attends a magical school. Who would have thought it? You can choose how the days are spent, whether it be attending classes, socializing, or working part-time for a bit of extra money. Within the academy, you will find a diverse range of students to befriend and maybe even romance. There are a variety of different endings, so make sure your decisions are smart ones. There are also lots of customization options, including decorating your own bedroom and choosing your next outfit. I enjoyed this game last year when it first came into early access. It was kind of a nice change of pace, and the artwork in the game is really beautiful. You can find this one on PC via Steam, and it's playable on the Steam Deck. Not fully verified, but hopefully it should run okay. Escape Simulator 2 will be perfect if you are a fan of escape rooms. In this sequel, you'll be able to take on new intricate puzzles in the specially designed rooms, or you'll be actually able to craft your own escape rooms in the Room Editor 2.0. You will find new locations, including Dracula's castle and a cursed pirate themed map. Just like in real life, you'll be able to play this one solo or with up to 8 friends online together. There is inbuilt voice and text chat for easy communication, which is good to see. If you are looking at this thinking it appears a little bit scary, the developers have assured us that although it is darker, it is not a horror game, more mysterious. You'll be able to escape the room from the 27th of October and it's on Steam. 2 Point Museum has been one of my favourite management games of the year. I was obsessed when it first came out on PC, but now on the 28th of October, Switch players will be able to try it for themselves. This management game has everything you love from the 2 Point series, including that good sense of humour, but in the museum they have also added some new features such as going out on expeditions for rare artifacts. You can also play in either sandbox mode or campaign. This game is truly a must-try for management game fans. To say that we are in spooky season, there hasn't been too many magical witchy games, but here is one featuring a sorcerer. This one is Simon the Sorcerer Origins, and this is a prequel to the point-and-click classic. In this brand new adventure, you will follow Simon as he ventures into the foreign world to reveal his origins. If you're new to the series, you can expect tricky puzzles, spells to learn, a lovely hand-drawn art style, and an intense story with some humor and sarcasm thrown in. Randomly, Rick Astley is also involved in this game, providing a song and having a secretive role. If you don't know who Rick Astley is, please Google him. Simon and the Sorcerer Origins will be releasing on the 28th, and it will be available on PlayStation, Nintendo, Switch, Xbox, and PC. If you are lucky enough to be in the position where you could purchase it on multiple platforms, please check the different prices, and they do seem to vary across the board a little bit with this one. We are finally near the end of the month, but the games don't stop there. On October 30th, we have Harvest Moon Home Sweet Home Special Edition, and this one originally started its life as a mobile game, but it is being ported to consoles with new features. As is familiar with these games, you have the familiar story of leaving the busy city life, and this time you'll be returning to your childhood village. However, the village is struggling, but you do have potential to change things for the better. Players can help spread happiness amongst the village, bringing with it new events, buildings, and even bringing new residents. There is a cast of characters, and some of them whom you can enter into a romantic relationship with. You can also decide to relax with some farming, mining, and fishing, you know, all those kind of standard activities in these kinds of games. I am really enjoying Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar still, and I may have to put that one down to give this one a little bit of a try. On release, this one will be available for all platforms, and pre-orders are now live on consoles. I can't find it on the Steam page yet though. Also, on October 30th, 2 games from the Asfalia series, The Cranky Volcano and Panic at the Mansion, will be released onto the Nintendo Switch. These are family-friendly titles, and they follow Charlie's adventures in a magical world. The developers assure players that these games are suitable for all ages, so if you have younger family members, then they may want to try these as well. If you are seeking more complex puzzles, you may find these ones a little bit too easy. Both of these games are already available on PC, and they can also be played on the Steam Deck if you want to kind of purchase them on that platform. And finally, just before we go, I have one final game that doesn't quite have a release date yet, but it is shown for an October release. This is Out of Stock, and this is a co-op game quite similar to games such as Plate Up, but this one is set in a supermarket. It looks like it's going to provide hours of chaotic fun, and the graphics are adorable. It is, of course, co-op as well, so that just adds to the chaos. So there we have it. This was a long one this month. I apologize, but there is a lot of games coming. Let me know which ones you like the look of in the comments. Have a great October, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye bye.